Hi everyone, good evening. Wishing, hoping, praying everyone is keeping safe, staying home. उम्मीद पे दुनिया कायम है. Let's all stay strong, positive. This too shall pass, and we hope for a better future. This year is quite unlike last year. As you all know, that I started this positive support initiative talk show part two. So we all could stay strong, positive by being for each other and contribute our bit, which we all are doing in our own ways. And I'm surprised to see so many people volunteering in innumerable ways in this time of pandemic and coming and supporting big time, which you can see on my post. All the free services people are coming up in big ways and offering. So today, Luxury meets lovely Amrita on conversation over the noble work that she's doing with Nanak Sai, Dr. Manjeet Kochar Charitable Trust, as it believes in gratitude, giving, and God grace, helping at reaching out. Let's spread strength, positivity by being a strong social support to each other for humanity. Let's welcome Amrita on Madhvi's Luxury Doc Show. Hi, Amrita.
Hi, Madhvi, back again. Thank you for welcoming me once again on your show.
Pleasure and honor and a warm welcome. And it's a
Thank
very
you so
different
much.
talk that we are having today. Amrita has been a part of the talk show last year as well in the lockdown, which we talked only about art. But this time we are going to talk about her charity organization, which is doing a lot of good work. And it's on goodwill, giving, seva, donation, and charity. It's a legacy that she's taking forward of Dr. Manjeet Kochar Charitable Trust. And it's a really auspicious day today because Amrita only told me that today is Sai's Day. And the name of the charity is Nanak Sai, which is a beautiful name. And it's exactly doing what probably Nanak Sai Charitable Trust is supposed to do. So today we are going to ask you, Amrita, about what is exactly Nanak Sai Trust, Charitable Trust, if you can tell us about that.
You know, Madhvi, my mother was a very pious Dr. Manjeet Kochar, a very God-fearing, pious, and a religious person. She believed in the concept of giving, gratitude, seva. Her life was about seva. Even when she was delivering babies, I think it was a seva that she was doing to humanity. Because she was very God fearing and because we lost mom to cancer, unfortunately, 2.5 years ago, I just felt that I also needed to carry on her legacy of goodwill and give back to society, do some seva, do some charity. So basically, I believe in Guru Nanak and Sai Baba. So basically, I gave the name Nanak Sai Dr. Manjeet Kochas Trust to give back to society, to do a little bit of seva, to express gratitude. And in this time, especially when the world is struggling, when there is a global pandemic, emotionally, financially, economically, people are breaking down. I wanted to actually go forward in a big way and actually formulate Nanak Sai to give back to society and to do whatever I can in my capacity as an individual. I do believe that every drop counts, every contribution adds up to a bigger thing, and every desire leads to a bigger force. That's why we are here with Nanak Sai. And it is auspicious today. It is because it is a Thursday, it is Guru Nanak's day, it is Sai Baba's day. So I'm very glad you're giving me this opportunity to reach out to more people through Nanak Sai and the trust as it has the name Dr. Manjeet Kochar. It is to do with seva, gratitude, and helping people.
To invite such a noble person who's doing such a wonderful work in these times specifically, and I'm sure a lot of people will get inspired and they would wish to do their bit as and how they can in whatever ways, because yes, every small bit counts. And Sunita is saying great work, and Mr. Kochar is saying lovely, Amrita, keep up the great work.
I
The
thank you for all blessings coming my way. And just one more thing I want to add, Madhvi. It is not my effort or Nanak Sai. It is a collective effort of a lot of people who donate, who support, who contribute, who will suddenly call me up and say, take that 5,000 rupees, take that 3,000 rupees, because everything adds up and it's a collective effort to just give out dry ration, to give out food, to just help people, because today people are really suffering. It's a very, very sad state of affairs. And another reason why I started Nanak Sai is that through my art, my Navya Naveli art, I want to do a charity art fundraiser as well, to get my artists together to donate. So wherever I can get the energies, get the people, I'm trying to do all those things so that collectively people can come forward through Nanak Sai and help out in whichever way, with whatever ability they have in today's time, whether it's time, energy, resources, infrastructure. We are open to anything that we are getting from anyone. I can't hear you.
I'm sure, a lot of
You
people
have
will come
muted
up.
me.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people will come and support for the cause, and it's a noble initiative. Vicky Anand is saying, great initiative, stay blessed. And I would like to ask you, Amrita, that how did it take shape and form? How did the organization, the charitable trust, ultimately take its shape and form?
Uh, Nanak Sai actually started 2.5 years ago when I just went to AIMS one day, and I was asked by another NGO to come and distribute Horlicks and distribute Kambal. The desire and the seed to help people, I think, was always inborn in me because my family does a lot of seva. But when I actually went to AIMS and saw there's so many kids who are ill, so many kids who have cancer and who are suffering, I really felt that I needed to do something. And it was very clear in my mind from the beginning that whether big or small, I need to do my bit. Whether it is donating 20 rupees, whether it is giving 400 kambals, I need to start somewhere. So I think we started by giving Horlicks, by giving textbooks and books to children who were diseased. We went to bastis to give out food, and bit by bit, Nanak Sai took form and shape, and a lot of people understood that I was doing this on a regular basis. They came forward and supported me since 2.5 years. But considering we are in COVID times, it's stressful time, it's difficult time, it's time when people are emotionally, physically breaking down. I just felt that food is one of the first things I should do in my ability and capacity. So we have started Nanak Sai officially, but and this pandemic we are focusing basically on ration kits, on helping migrant people by giving them food packets. We have even started a drive for hygiene kits where we even put Dettol as soap and detergent and give it out to people. And you will be surprised, Madhvi, how many people don't have food, how many people are calling me up and saying, please ration de do. My basic aim is to give food at this point of time, to give support in terms of just giving food packets, ration, hygiene packets, Dettol, sanitizers. We even got into a drive where we are doing masks to give out to people. So these are given out to people in the basti. They are given out to people, cobblers, dhobis, malis. So I think Nanak Sai not only has taken form but reached another level, and we are trying very hard to help whoever we can at this point of time.
Work, undoubtedly great work, Amrita, and God bless you. I would also like to ask you, what is the basic drive or motivation behind it?
Madhvi, as we said in our first interview, I think you go back 1.5 years ago, where I said that I believe in the 3 G's in life: gratitude, giving, and gratefulness. Gratitude for what we have, giving because we need to have this concept of seva and giving back to society. And here again, I would like to tell all the little kids out there that even though I have a 16-year-old daughter, it's not how much you give. Nobody is sitting and counting. Try and give, whether it's a smile, whether it's a message, whether it's a donation, whether it's your time. It doesn't matter how much you give. Start giving. It does not matter what you do. We don't have to have a 5-year plan. Just start doing it. Things fall into place. The basic concept is the concept of gratitude, the concept of seva. In today's time, Madhuri, we are lucky that we are sitting in our homes, we can do this interview. There are people who are struggling for oxygen concentrators, for beds, for ICUs, for food. The entire situation is, I would not say pathetic, I would say it's gone beyond repair, where not only do we feel sadness, but I just said that I don't want to just be one person who is sitting in front of the TV and watching the numbers and saying, oh God, what should we do? I wanted to actually go out and do something. Again, I say that we try to give 50 to 60 rations per day to families, but more than anything, I think a lot of support has come in. I've had random people call me to say that, Bacha, you're doing such a good job, we would like to contribute. On the other hand, I had people from Bastis call me, cobblers, malis, garbage collectors, कि दीदी कुछ दे दो, हमारा गुजारा नहीं चल रहा. So I think this is the whole concept behind Nanak Sai, not only for the pandemic, but in life also. It is not to get attached to one cause. Like I always say, whatever the need of the hour is, today I feel the need of the hour is to distribute ration and help out the migrant workers who are going to be in a mess and are already in a mess. But I feel tomorrow the need of the hour could be to give funding to a hospital which is helping diseased children. It could be orphan schools. It could be another cause I really strongly believe in is old age homes, where people just leave their parents and they don't look after them. And that's something I very strongly believe. Again, coming back to that same topic 1.5 years ago, barakat and blessings. My life is about gratitude, giving, बरकत एंड ब्लेसिंग्स. बड़ों की बरकत और ब्लेसिंग होगी तो हमें आशीर्वाद मिलेगा. We will get the छत्र छाया of their blessings. That's something I really believe in. Again, everything links up to the concept of gratitude, सेवा, बरकत and blessings. And I feel कि अगर बड़ों की blessings नहीं है तो चीजें successful नहीं होती life में. That's my belief. Only if I have the blessings of my father, my mother, my nanak, my sai, do I do well in life. If I don't have the blessings, I feel I will not do well in life. That's something I believe in. You could not believe in that or believe in that. That's your outlook. So again, linking up the larger concept of giving, the larger concept of a global awareness that in today's time, it is not important that you're giving crores, but if each person in their home, in their capacity, within their reach, within their bandwidth, can do whatever it is, you should come forward and do it. I have people who are cooking food from home and giving it. I have people who are running sanitation drives. I have friends who are actually going down on the streets and distributing rations. So every contribution counts. Every desire to help manifests in a larger desire and a larger goal. So I just feel that it is a beautiful thing that not only I am doing it, there are so many hundreds of people in Delhi who are doing it, who are reaching out. I even know of an auto driver who's converted his little
Yeah, into the ambulance. Your sound,
going
voice,
ahead
I
and
can't. Yeah, please carry on.
I also know of people who are just calling me up and saying, दीदी हम सिर्फ एक डिलीवरी बॉय हैं, लेकिन अगर आज के टाइम में आपकी अगर कोई डिलीवरी 2 बजे भी रात को है खाने की या किसी बस्ती में खाना पहुंचाना है, we are willing to do that.
Oh, nice.
Through Nanak Sai, I also want to reach out to all the people who knew my mother, Dr. Manjeet Kochar. She was a very hardworking, eminent doctor. She did seva till the last day of her life. So anyone who needs to come forward and donate to Nanak Sai, I would use this platform to express to them that we are there. It goes to the neediest of the needy. It's going to genuine people. So please come forward with your donations, because one thing is saying it. One thing is doing it. One thing is donating. When we get the donations, when we get the contribution, it is only then can we move forward in a positive direction to give shape and form to whatever we want to do.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well said and expressed, and I think very inspiring that whatever little bit that we can contribute from our side at this time will really make a lot of difference to a lot many people. So we should not think that it's a small thing. Whatever way that we can contribute, we should all come up, support the society at large at this time. And
Absolutely.
yeah, my mom is also
I have a lot of people who are saying, who initially started off, what will you do? You will just be able to give food to 10 people or 20 people. I just want to break this mindset that everybody should start doing whatever they can. Then we can see the larger picture. But if everybody sits at home and says, I'm such a small person, mere karne se kya hoga? It doesn't make sense. Every drop makes an ocean. Every
Absolutely.
contribution adds to a larger goal, and every positive desire leads to a movement. Like in India, I think the basic thing that we need to realize is that now the time is not to be self driven to yourself. It's the time to give to society. It's not the time of me, it's the time of we. It's not the time to say that I am sitting pretty in my house. It's time to say, can I help someone who's in trouble in their house? So I just feel at times that I wish I was a frontline worker. I wish I could go actually out there and do something for someone. I would even actually risk my life and do that, because the drive is there. But through this channel, I also want to do something for the frontline workers. Maybe through my art auction, we can collect certain funds. I would also like to give it to all the paramedical staff. I would like to give it to all the policemen, all the people, security guards who night and day, these small people are doing so much. The dynamics of this thing is huge. It's not only the doctors and the paramedicals, they are the garbage collectors who are working, they're the grocery shops which are open every day, there are the Amazon people who are delivering things to us. I think all these people also need to be applauded, b saluted, and these are the people who are making the entire system function. If
True.
doctors are doing their bit and police officers are doing their bit, I feel that even garbage collectors, Amazon people, delivery people, even people who are just helping you reach from one point to another point, all these people, everybody needs to be appreciated. And I just feel that not only my Nanak Sai, 100 NGOs should come up like this, because all of
Absolutely.
us need to work together as a team. It's not
Very
that one Nanak Sai sitting in Jorbag can do a lot of things. I said everybody should try to form an NGO, try to form a community, a colony community, a WhatsApp group, to just reach out in whatever form, capacity, bandwidth that they can.
absolutely. And yeah, Monica is saying great work. My mom is also watching. She's a regular on my
Thank,
shows. She's
thank
saying
you
great
so much
work.
to all the
Charity
people who are
begins
coming
at
forward.
home. And she herself has been helping cancer patients big time in Jaipur. And she's
Oh,
also
that's lovely.
contributing. And we all take it from our moms some way or the others, sometime or the other. All this that comes to us. And I would like to ask you, Amrita, that how do you see it growing? How do you see Dr. Manjeet Kocher's Charitable Trust, Nanak Sai, growing?
Uh, Madhvi, to be very honest with you, I would not say I have a very fixed game plan or a 5-year plan for it. But yes, I do want to use my resources, my friends, my family, my associates to collect donations. I do want to contribute a certain amount every year myself to the fund. But besides that, one of the main things that is driving me towards Nanak Sai and thinking of how I would lead it, I want to tap the young children of today. I want to tap the children who are 12, 13, 14, 15 through the medium of art to do an art charity show. I want to get to all my friends who have children who are very good at art to sell their art for free and give the proceeds to Nanak Sai. I want to use my database of 200 artists all over India who I want to rope in, who I want to request that please come in, please paint some beautiful pieces of art, give it at a certain slash down price so that whatever proceeds we can collect can go into Nanak Sai. So I definitely want to use the help of my art fraternity, which is a beautiful fraternity. Every artist, Madhvi, has come forward and donated to me, even though so many artists are struggling themselves to make ends meet. So definitely I want to use my resources, my charity base, but also I want to use art to generate money towards this cause. Secondly, I'm wanting to do a fundraiser in the name of Dr. Manjeet Kocher. She did touch a lot of lives. A lot of people have gratitude and connect with the legacy of my mom. So a lot of people have been approaching me, but the way I want to go ahead is I'm going to systematically do a fundraiser once or twice a year, and whatever we collect, I want to just donate to the cause of old age homes, to the cause of children who have diseases, and more than anything, I want to donate to the cause of food. I believe food seva se badi koi seva nahi hoti. I'm a Sikh girl, and we also believe in Sikhism in the concept of langar, and we have also seen how much the Sikh community is coming forward at this time, not only here but world over, in terms of langar, in terms of food being distributed from the Gurdwara. So I basically come from a Sikh family where the concept of langar and seva and humility is very up there in our religion. So food seva is something I want to continue to do for people who need the food, whether it's a pandemic, whether it's a famine, whether it's a drought, whether it's a flood. Whenever people need food, that's something I want to continue. So one big part of Nanak Seva would also always be giving out food. And another thing would also be that we are going to be attached to any and every cause where we feel that it needs us at that point of time, at that moment.
Oh
I've
God,
got
and they're like guardian angels. You know, I've been reading some creatives on Sikhs, like what are they made of? They're doing so much of seva and so much of, langars and food seva, all that is happening. And everybody says that probably they are the guardian angels on earth. They are behaving, I mean, they're like gods actually.
Yes, I'm
And
very proud that I'm from a Sikh family and I'm a Sikh, and
yeah,
this is like a gratitude to all the Sikhs because the community is working very hard. Even if you see Delhi's Bangla Sahib Gurdwara, they are giving free food out. And
yes.
like I said, the concept of langar is something very strong that we believe in. It was started to create equality. लंगर वो एक ऐसी चीज है माधुरी जो हम सब भेदभाव के बिना इकट्ठे जमीन पे बैठ के इकट्ठे खाते हैं. The basic concept behind langar is not only charity, not only giving out, but the basic concept of langar is to instill equality. कोई राजा कोई रंग कोई नहीं, सब इक्वल है,
Yes,
सब
right.
इकट्ठे एक जगह में तरीके से तहजीब से बैठ के लंगर खाएंगे. So that concept that Sikhism promotes of langar seva, जूते की सेवा, it's also to inculcate values of humility, having no ego. All these things are there, and I think that the Sikh community is doing a lot. And in fact, I do not only want to praise the Sikh community, I feel every community today is coming forward to do their bit to reach out. Of course, we are appreciating Sikhs all over the world, but everybody needs to be appreciated, whether it's a child, whether it's a foundation, whether it is a film star, whether it is a company which is giving out to society right now. Another thing I really believe in is the concept of global unity. Very often that we see that, we get very caught up in our country, our state, our colony, our society. No, I just feel the world is realizing today that coexistence now and for the years to come is the key note today. Globally, we are dependent on America. America might be dependent on Russia. Russia might be dependent on Japan. Whatever it was in the past, all the dynamics and the definitions of things are changing. It has to be global unity. It has to be global support. Countries have to come forward and support each other, because it's not only that India is grappling with this. We never know with the third wave coming in what country is going to get affected what. So I just feel that it is very important for having a perspective of global unity. uh, I'm so happy that world over they are coming forward to give aid to India. Oxygen concentrators are coming in, medicines are coming in, injections are coming in, uh, funds are coming in. But that's the way to do. I think the pandemic has taught us that it's not about me, it's about we. It's not about India, it's about the global perspective that we're looking at. And I just feel that charity begins at home. You start doing charity with people around you, with your staff, with your malis, with your drivers, with your colony. And if the desire is correct, if the willingness to do something is there, I think God also creates the ways and the medium for you to reach out to the right people. I had a Hindi video in which I said, ek ichha, ek bhav, ek himmat, ek sahas. And again, I want to elaborate that ek ichha, it starts with the ichha, a desire, a bhav, a feeling. It starts with the ichha and a bhav, but then you have to take it forward and have the sahas and the himmats to implement your ichha, to implement your thoughts, to give focus to your feelings and go out there and do it. So I would encourage everyone out there who wants to do something. Just don't sit and say कि मुझसे क्या होगा. Just do it. You will see the result. You will get the blessings. God will open out avenues. God will open out ways, because I feel this is the time, Madhvi. We all need to just put our act together, get the unity going, and just help as many people, because there are many out there who are suffering and who need help.
Absolutely. I completely agree with you on that, Amrita. And Benita Grover is saying, excellent work, best wishes. Sushma B. Rao is also, she's also written something which I can't read right now. As and when I can see her comment, I will read it out.
Thank you,
And
Sushma ji. Thank you for all the people who are coming in.
I was saying, I always used to park my car at a Gurudwara and pay more as
As they would
they
wholeheartedly help people.
help people. Yeah. And she's written some other comment as well about the people that it's not about
I
your
go to the
state.
Gurdwara as there is equality, and also there's only place where any status person
Yeah,
collects footwear. See, again, she's talking about not only Langar Seva, but she's talking about the Jodon ki Seva, the Juton ki Seva.
absolutely.
Again, these
Yeah.
concepts of Jodon ki Seva, Juton ki Seva, Langar Seva, Amrit Seva have been brought into our religion to show that everybody is equal, whether it's a Raja, whether it's a rank, whether it's a company manager, whether it is a student, everybody is on the same platform eating food. So yes, the concept of langar seva, and again I would like to bring in my mother's role over here. While I was growing up, my mother used to do a lot of seva, amrit ki seva and jodon ki seva. She used to go to the gurdwara after doing delivering 30 patients in a month, or 40 cases, 50, 60, 100 cases in a month. She would just always find the time every day to go to Bangla Sahib, always want to do that extra bit, whether it was Dal Seva for the Delhi Langar Seva Society or whether it was the Juton Ki Seva. So I think somewhere that Seva Bhav, that gratitude has come inside me through my family, through my mother, and taken shape and form for Nanak Sai. And I also want to tell all people out there who have kids, who are, never think that your kid is small, your kid is just 5 years old or 6 years old or 9 years old. Isko kya pata seva ke bare mein? Teach them young, teach them, involve them, whether if you're going out for a donation, involve them, if you're going out and giving 20 fruities, involve them, because once the children see that you are doing it, that feeling of seva bhav, that feeling of donation, charity seeps into your children as well. I have a 16-year-old daughter and I have two nephews, and all of them at times go to the basti and donate food. All of them at some point of time.
Uh, your voice is again muted, I think.
I think it's very, very important us as parents to involve our children when they are young and not say ye chote hain, ye kya karenge. Anybody and everybody can do something and make a difference. Even a 3-year-old child can make a drawing and send it to his neighbor or auntie and collect those 80, 90, 100 rupees and then distribute it. And I just feel a lot of people in today's time are coming forward for animals as well, which is a beautiful thing to see. In the pandemic, you will see a lot of people who are coming forward. Unfortunately or fortunately, Nanak Sai at the moment is not attached with anything to do with animals or dogs or the welfare of animals. But as we grow and progress, I hope and pray that that is also one aspect that we can include in Nanak Sai for the future, something you do with animals or for the welfare of animals. But for the moment, the main four things that Nanak Sai stands for is gratitude, giving, gratefulness, and the ability to involve other people. Nanak Sai is not about just one Amrita Kochar. Nanak Sai is not about one Dr. Manjeet Kochar. Nanak Sai is about a legacy we want to promote. It's about a feeling of gratitude, a feeling of goodwill that we want to generate for years to come, so that at any point of time, even when I'm not alive or even when something else is not happening, somebody can carry forward Nanak Sai. Today, my mom is unfortunately not with her, but I, being her daughter, I'm carrying it. Tomorrow, I expect my daughter to carry this forward. So basically, the feeling is that the continuity of a thing should go on, the consistency, the continuity of a thing should go on. And one of my friends always taught me that, Simran Lakhanpal, it's not important to give a 9 on 10 or a 10 on 10 every time. At least give a 6 on 10, but be consistent with that 6 on 10. So I don't vouch that I'm going to do wonders through Nanak Sai, but whatever I am doing, I just want that I should continue to do that through Nanak Sai.
Yeah,
I
no,
just
I
want
mean, a lot
to
of
maintain a
audience.
certain degree of consistency and flow to what I'm doing. If we can top it up, very good. But at least this level which I've maintained, I want to keep giving a 6 on 10, at least if I can't reach a 9 on 10.
Yeah, the audience have been commenting great work, Amrita. And so, what I want to ask you now, next question is that, Amrita, what are the drives that you are involved in, and how can the audience get benefited from your drives? How can they reach out to you for all this noble work that you're doing for people who are
Okay, so
needy or
I
who?
would like you, Madhvi, if you could share my phone number. at some point of time on this link or on this page, where people can directly call me up and say we are willing to help. A lot of people might be inspired by this video, or might just say that, okay, this girl is doing some good work, let's just give her some charity. And as I always say, everything counts, every drop adds up. So for all those people who don't know, is channel ke madhyam se, I'm even saying it in Hindi, through the medium of this channel, I am disclosing my number. It is 9717002534. 9717002534. That is my mobile number, which is no secret. It is all over the place. So please reach out. Please WhatsApp me. Please message me. We are going to be doing a fundraiser very soon, where we hope and pray that we'll generate the right amount of money, and any amount of money to help out. But
No,
yes,
also,
for all the
also for people, you know, who really require that kind of help and support that your organization is already doing. One thing is good that they can reach out if they want to really support the organization. Other thing is that people who need that kind of support for their, maybe for their own people, how do they reach out? Like,
That's absolutely okay, because I have made a WhatsApp viral video in Hindi and in English where we explain नानक साई क्यों की स्थापना क्यों हुई थी, हम क्या करना चाहते हैं. And you will be surprised that I'm working in three folds now. One is people calling me for donations. One is I'm actually getting calls from basti people and from drivers and from slum dwellers कि हमें आपका नंबर दीदी किसी ने दिया और हम 10 फैमिलीज हैं, आप हमें प्लीज राशन दे दो, हम आपको फोटो भेज के बता देंगे हमें राशन मिल गया है. So actually it's working in two ways. Not only are people approaching me to give me donations, I have NGOs calling me today. I have people calling me today that Amrita, we need 50 bags of ration, can you arrange it? If I can, I do it. If I can't, I'll tell them that, listen, you got in touch with me, I will get back to you and definitely donate it back. But the 4 drives that you asked me for, one is a dry ration drive where we are giving atta, ration, chawal, dal, everything, tel, mirchi, at least so that it can last you a month or half a month. We do packages of like 10 kgs of atta, 5 kg of dal, chawal, tel and everything. One is I'm doing an emergency food drive. That means that if you have COVID, if you don't have the energy to cook, or if you're in a basti, if you're poor, then at least we have packets made of Maggi, of biscuit, of pani, of fruity, of namkeen, ready to eat food. किसी बस्ती में अगर तुम्हारे पास तुम्हें हिम्मत नहीं हो रही है ना, and you can at least make a packet of Maggi or at least put 2 packets of biscuit for your family. So we are doing that drive. So one is a dry ration drive. One drive is a drive which we're doing for emergency food packets. There is another drive that I'm doing is of hygiene kits, in which we put a Dettol soap, a towel, a sanitizer. These are distributed to anyone and everyone on the road. I mean, one auntie called me up and said, I want to give it in the basti. So I think the basic, one of the first thumb rules of COVID and dealing with this pandemic is the awareness that we need to be hygienic, we need to sanitize, we need to wash our hands, we need to wear our masks, because this disease is taking different shapes and forms all the time, Madhavi. We don't know
that's
what it's then what it's going to be. So I think giving out masks is a very, very important thing.
And I think it's a good idea to start with the cab drivers as well, because, you know, anybody who's traveling by the cabs, they'll be also safe if it's the hygiene kits are given to the cab drivers as well.
Yes, I think that's a very good idea. We distributed them to rickshaw pullers and to auto things, but I think to cab drivers also these should be given. The fourth drive, you're right. The fourth drive that I have, which you were asking me about earlier today when we were chatting in the morning, is we have packets for migrant food, migrant workers ready to eat when they're walking back to the, because in this crisis a lot of people will be going back to their hometowns, will be going back to their villages. So we have these emergency food packets for migrant workers, and in those food packets we have ready to eat food. We are putting bottles of water, we are putting a towel, because at least they can get to wipe their face, because God knows what they're going to go home with, a suitcase, a bag or nothing. We are putting biscuits inside, we are putting namkeen inside, we are putting fruity inside, and one of the things I want to put in aside is like something for energy, like an
Again, your voice.
then we are going to be putting in this stuff all the time. And so these are these 4 drives I want to do. But one of the things that somebody has told me, they are again and again saying that, Amrita, get into more masks. So I want to full on do a
So
drive for masks.
in fact, recently I was reading in the newspapers that what about the transport of the sisters, nurses who are traveling to the hospital because the metros are shut and there is no means of transport. So I think there has to be somebody who has to come up with providing the transport to at least the saviors of our life, the ones who are saving our life.
Exactly, you're coming back to the point I said, that the dynamics are so vast over here. You know that they are frontline workers who are working. It's not only an Amrita who's doing food. I think people need to apply their mind and see that what more can they do. Like you're saying, give mask to the cab driver. Somebody told me that day that आप please एक जिंक का पत्ता और एक क्रोसिन का पत्ता हर एक माइग्रेंट वर्कर्स के पैकेट में डाल दो कि अगर उनको दवाई की जरूरत होगी. Yes, absolutely. There are a lot of dynamics happening in this way where a lot of people need to be helped out. Absolutely. I mean, I didn't even
More
think of.
about, yeah, as you just said, it's more about the time of the hour need. What is required at the time, you know, when what you require, one should be able to provide and support with that, I
You
feel.
know, and I
So
just like the way you just brought a very relevant point, that what about the frontline workers who need to get
yes,
transported from one point to another? And at this
exactly.
time, through Nanak Sai, I want to also reach out to companies like Nestle, Pepsi, Horlicks. If anybody can give me any kind of funding, you know, sometimes you get attached with a company and they know that you're doing good work and it's going to the right kind of people. Then a Nestle could sponsor you, a Pepsi could come forward and do it, because in today's time I feel nothing is non-relevant, whether it's a bottle of Pepsi, whether it is a biscuit packet, whether it's a packet of dalia, whether somebody is donating chawal, everything counts. People are not getting food to eat. There are so many people who are losing their jobs and they might not have food to eat and they still don't have food to eat. So I feel that anybody who can donate anything. Today I had a person from a very big bookshop call me up and he said, how can I help? And I said, okay, can you give crayons and can you give sharpeners and reading books, because children must be sitting at home and those are going to Kotla Basti. And he said, I could never think, Amrita, that you would ask me for books or stationery. So I'm just trying to say that whatever you can give, dil se jo aap de sakte ho, whether it is books, stationery, whether it is food, whether it is resources, whether it's giving your time, anything that you can actually give out to society. I want to appeal to everyone that this is the time to give it out. This is the time to say that I need to do something. I don't need to think about myself or my needs. I need to just think about the other person out there who is underprivileged, who does not have so many facilities as me. And a very relevant point I want to also bring out to you, Madhvi, is that, you know, everybody can help out. I think all the sociologists, the psychiatrists, all the therapists, all motivational leaders, the healers, everybody should come out and do these WhatsApp free groups where they give you positivity and gyan. Because at the end of the day, Madhvi, we get so drained looking at the news, looking at the figures, seeing how many people have died. Fear, anxiety, sadness is gripping us every day when we switch on the news, whether it's TV or Republic TV, or it is any kind of news channels. The numbers are horrific. It is scaring us. That even counselors, people who do meditation, people who do yoga, who do gratitude groups, they should come forward and give free things. You know, like today I actually went to a person and I said, can you start a WhatsApp group of positivity and music, or you can do something, because I feel everyone can come forward and do their bit. People who are trained to be healers, they should come and do healing groups, because more than financial support, economic support, we also need emotional support. People are breaking down, people are getting into depressions, people are struggling with the fear and anxiety of getting bad news every day. I am a person who's going through it. I, Madhvi, do
So,
not.
you know, actually, that's the reason I've started this positive support initiative so that we all can
Exactly.
stay
I was
positive and
exactly coming to
creative.
this, Madhvi. Look at the group that
And
you've started. Something which is
yeah,
meaningful. It's something that will say, okay, if I get onto Madhuri's group every day for half an hour, it is that time when I can take my time off and think about something else or hear something else. So I think the initiative you are also doing, Madhuri, is fantastic. And I, through everybody, want to bring it. I know Madhuri personally. We've interacted many times in person. And the job you are doing, Madhuri, of bringing people together, getting the collectivity of positivity. this forum that you've started since 2 years now, almost, I think 1.5, 2 years, of getting, whether it's designers, architects, home chefs. It is
And
fantabulous what.
tomorrow, in fact, tomorrow I'm having a session with the doctors. So anybody who has any query related to the doctors, the dynamic four doctors who are going to be on the show with me tomorrow. So it's just like we are all trying to support each other and be there for any query, any questions they want to ask. And Amrita, last question I would like to ask you, that how do you manage to get the funds? From where do you get the funds for the charitable trust, basically?
Madhvi, I'll be very honest with you about the funds that we get. This is something, it's like a one-man show, which I've been just doing myself since 1.5 to 2 years. It is only
Okay.
now, the past 5, 6 months, that I have got that credibility through the pictures, through the Basti pictures, that people, we have some people, 10, 15, 20 people who regularly donate to me. I also try to put a substantial amount every month when I know that it's running short. But like I said, I want to use this medium to tell you that please reach out to me for more charity. I want to look at doing a fundraiser in the next 1 or 2 months. By God's grace, I think that should happen. And also, I want to tell you, in today's time, I have had anonymous people call me up and give me 200 boris of ration, give me 800 Maggies. So help is also reaching out from people who are not my regular people, but who've got to hear of me through Facebook or through WhatsApp. Again, I would just like to end this by thanking you for giving me this opportunity to give more credibility to Nanak Sai, to be able to reach out to people. I would like to request everyone who has seen this video, or who has related to me today, or who has any association with my mother, and want any kind of donation, whether it is in terms of raw materials, resources, infrastructure. And when I mean infrastructure, a lot of people have schools, they're making it COVID centers, they have an auditorium, they have a hall, that kind of support also. Please reach out to me. If I'm not able to help you out directly, I will be able to connect you to the right person where your resources can be used effectively and efficiently. Also, last but not the least, Madhvi, I would say it all starts with a desire. Nanak Sai just started with the thought. I had one day sitting at home having my cold coffee, and today it's formally going to be an NGO and a trust very, very soon. But also, I
Great.
would like that all the people who would like to donate, if you could put a link under your thing
Done.
today and advertise my number so that we can reach out and collect more, because it's always short. There are a lot of people who need help. There are a lot of people who need support. And like I told you, that I will end with one saying. mm, the more you give, the more you get. So I feel the more gratitude I'm giving to the universe, the more Nanak Sai is doing silently. It's also getting blessings from people, it's getting support from people, and it's people like you, Madhvi, who give me a chance to come over here and express my feelings and
Pleasure.
get it publicity. So thank you so much for that as well.
Pleasure, and my best wishes to you. And I hope people will come up and they will approach you, they will come up and they will support more people who really need this at this time of hour. And God bless you, Amrita, for doing
I just
such
want
a
to say
noble
one
work.
more thing, Madhvi, before we finish. Anyone who's seen this video who needs any kind of ration or emergency pack or hygiene kits, please get in touch with me. Anybody who wants to contribute funds in terms of money, please get in touch with me. Paytm numbers will be provided. So I want to use this, the last half a minute, to say, reach out to me if you need help to give to someone else, and reach out if you need to give help to me, because I just feel it's just all about global unity and gratitude.
And God bless us all. Maybe come up with a better world in near future. God
Thank you
bless
so
everyone.
much, Mansi, and hats off to the work you are doing at every level as well.
Thank you. Bye
Thank
bye.
you.
Have a good evening. Bye.
Bye bye. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Listen, my show is over. Thank you for always Oh ho, Simran, I with me, I will definitely. Hi, Madhvi. Thank